Okay, hello and welcome back. So we're still in pre-processing. Okay, so the last part of pre-processing just to show you how to extract feature edges in paraview. Okay, to extract and also to convert it. So we have covered a lot here, preparing the surface, external tools, internal tools, and so on. So let's move to this part of feature edges. So we know we can do it with surface features, but surface features does is not very flexible. I have to say it's very flexible, but as you are missing this graphical user interface, sometimes using all your graphical user interface, you can do better selection. So let's say one geometry can be any. So let me take this one, okay? Let's get here the feature edges. So remember in paraview, it is feature edges. You give an angle there, and that is okay. So let me go put here, and there you go. These are your feature edges. And this is exactly saying that you're going to use, no, if you're using surface features, no, but it's the complement. So it will be 150, okay? So there you go. So what if I want, instead of using surface features, I want to use these features that I captured from paraview in Snappy. So it's quite easy. Okay, I'm going to show you two things here. So we can do first, we need to select the edges. So for instance, you can save all this information, and just to show you fast. So you have the feature edges. If you go here, save data, see that, dun, 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 you have it as OBJ format. So save this as OBJ and let's call it set feature h1. Okay, so we have there and we save everything in that format. Okay, OBJ. It's not the eMesh or VTK OBJ. So then, for instance, if I want to save on a specific one, you can go here and you have these tools here. And this is a selection tool. So let me select add to a new set, do this selection, all this. You can also do select element by element. No? So, but this is the easiest way. And then let's say that I'm happy with this selection. Let me extract that selection. And there you go. Okay, so let me go back because I didn't select everything. So for better, let me use this selection. Okay, I think here I have everything. Extract that. And yeah, perfect. So I extracted that single edge. And now I can use this and save it with another name, and it will be only this edge. So if you go here now, save data, you will see that now you don't have the OBJ format, but you have the VTK. You can save it in VTK, okay, but just to show you. The problem with BTK, always save it in ASCII, is that this latest version, you need to go back to another, revert to another paraview version, but this version of paraview, it will save it in a new BTK format, 5.1, and OpenFOAM doesn't support that one. I think the latest one is 4.2 that OpenFOAM will support. Okay, so it will give you an error, but there is a way around that. You can save it as an OBJ as in the previous one. So to save this as an OBJ, just surface, you need to get the surface, so that would be extract surface, this one. Extract surface, okay? And when you use this filter, extract surface, now you will be able to save it as an OBJ. So I will call it set ring. Okay, and that's it. Okay, this is how you can manipulate the file. So I do it a lot. This what I show you, because many times I extract the edges, and then I want to select a specific one, and I want separate edges. For instance, in this case, I want to separate. No, eMesh for this ring because I want to use different refinement here. So all the outer one will be refinement level 2, and here I want to put more. So if you have this in a single file, it's difficult to control. So this is how I do it. So I have your singular one. Then just to show you something, that this same stuff, you can do it at the surface level, the selection. So you can select here, okay, individual elements, okay, or you can use polylines. Let me go, to make it easier, let me go like this. So you select this group of faces, okay, and then in the same way, extract, you have it there, and see that you have that single patch there, okay, and then this can be saved as OBJ or STL. You don't have the option there, so this instead extract surfaces. So go here, extract surfaces. There you go. Be careful with normals. Remember that we saw that. Then save it as OBJ or STL. Okay. However, this is easier to do it now, and this selection is easier to do it now in eMesh, Mesh Mixer now. But there you go, you can do this manipulation as well here. Okay, so in theory, you have a lot of visual aids now here using paraview and onshape and some other extra tools. So this is it, okay? So the final step, okay, we're not done yet. We have this OBJ file that I want to use to create an eMesh. So this is what I want, this image. Okay. So to do that, there is this final tool. There are many, as you see, of this surface. I show you just the most important ones, but you can play. No, we saw each of them. Surface feature convert. So basically, we'll convert a feature from one format to the other format. Okay, so let me go here, help, and it will show how it works, H file, output file, and that's all. This one supports, and here you have, between it, a limited list of format, and let's see, set a green, let's say like this, and my output is set a green image. And see that it's telling you that it only supports these formats, which there are there are plenty of them. So we're interested in these two, VTK and OBJ. Then Nastran is also widely used. So let's go here, and I want to convert. So let me convert the VTK. And this one is going to give you an error. And the error is just basically this one is using another VTK format that is not supported. So the way around, don't panic. There is always a way around. Use the OBJ there, and there you go. Convert this one to this one, and let me go. You have it there, and as I say, these files are human readable, and they're very easy to read. So you have 319 points. These are the coordinates of each one of those vertices, and here you have 319 edges and how they are connected. So vertex 0 connected to vertex 1, vertex 0, vertex 1, vertex 2, and so on. So in theory, you can create the files manually. So you can go back to onshape, and in onshape, you can get that information, the vertices and so on. Okay. So as you see, you have many ways to do things. So now that information is available, you can use it to do your mesh or something else. So at this point, I think we cover a lot of preprocessing. You can prepare your geometry and so on, extract different surfaces, edges, assemble meshes in different ways. Let's now move, and with all these geometries we have here, let's create a mesh. Okay, so see you in the next videos related to mesh generation. So thank you, and see you next time. Bye.